Hello, and welcome back to Mass Effect. We're gonna wrap up the game today. That's my goal. When we left off, we were back on the Citadel.
Interesting.
Liara's interested in something immediately.
Why is the music in these places always so loud? It almost seems as if the people here want an excuse not to talk to each other.
That seems accurate. And Rex, we got him some snazzy new armor. Really good stats on that armor.
Places like this always want to hire Krogan bouncers. It's like we're a status symbol for them.
And that also seems very, very likely. So we've already danced once, but you know, things are getting pretty tense, so let's let off a bit of steam. Okay. There's still one or two more things that I'd like to take care of. I just remembered that we'll take care of here on the Citadel. We'll be back. You just sit tight. You just sit tight. The final dance-off. That's right. Hey Terry, hey Bunny, welcome.
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right?
Charles Saraceno. What's up, Duddy? Who are you?
Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
Who are you? Thank you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium.
Alien
Can I
appeasers?
count on your support in the next election?
What is Terra Firma? I don't like the sound of it at all.
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
That is not unreasonable, but some of the things these people are saying sound a bit bigoted.
Excuse me, I don't believe human politics are any of your business.
It's not really
What the
human.
Alliance does affects everyone around it.
I mean, it involves other races, therefore it goes beyond only humans.
We live in this galaxy, Mr. Saraceno. We can't pretend that what we do affects no one else.
There you go.
No, of course not. My apologies. I only meant to point out that other species have no right to interfere in Alliance politics.
I don't want to talk to this guy too much, but let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Armistice Day.
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest?
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy, and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
I do it all the time.
Because they have bigger guns?
If they have bigger guns, we should increase military spending.
I'm pretty rich.
Instead, we sign away our right to defend ourselves with treaties.
Dude, have you seen
I
my
like
gear?
the way you think.
The election.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space.
Makes
But
sense.
you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month.
Okay.
You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
Are you trying to recruit me as a candidate? No. No, I've got way more important things to do, and I don't like you and your
Sorry.
party.
I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time.
Dude,
We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again.
if only I could
don't
tell you what I've been up
suppose
to.
I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy.
I've been
The
nothing
support of the first human Spectre would be
nothing but
invaluable.
violent. Just a bit of background for those who might not know. When in the lore of Mass Effect, when the human race discovered the Prothean ruins on Mars, and then the Mass Effect relay out by Pluto, and then jumped using the Mass Effect relay, they got into a war with the Turians, because there's some kind of a galactic rule or regulation about not activating dormant relays without certain precautions. And so this led to the First Contact War. At least that's what the human side calls it, where the humans and Turians got into a fight, and the Turians won pretty convincingly, for the most part. I'm not sure how it was brought to a close. I think the council intervened or something.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
Captain Reasonable over
I
here.
understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process.
I
at
do.
least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
All right. Earth first. I just wanted to talk to that guy. I don't know if anything comes of it. I don't remember anything coming of that, but I thought it'd be interesting just to sort of check him out, talk to him, listen to his point of view, and then reject it.
Soldier, could I take a moment of your time?
Elias Keeler, what's up?
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
You sound like you want to sell me something. What is it?
It's Commander, actually. What do you want?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
Cut the act.
Don't try to sell me on this. Just tell me what you want.
Yeah.
I need you to buy a mental stimulant for me. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
What is this?
What is this stimulant exactly?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
Okay, so it's meth. Or Adderall.
If you know the monthly limits, why did you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us
You
until
want to
we
show them that
who's
we're
in charge.
unreasonable?
That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Oh my god, why am I running into all like the human supremacists in this hallway?
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements.
Oh my
There are
goodness.
billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
Oh my goodness. It sounds like you're a bad boss, bad manager, bad coach. Like I said, I'm sure it'll be fine.
You should put some trust in your
Didn't we
assistant.
already say this?
Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge.
You're an
That's
addict.
what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I'm about to drop some knowledge on him.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
Negotiation, huh? You're a pretty terrible negotiator. I'd like to see if your assistant can do better, because this sales pitch is pretty weak.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand! Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
Get treatment.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
You don't understand, man. 1 second here. That's right, Bunny. I've been doing drugs for the sake of humanity. I mean, alright. Enough fun. Time to get down to business.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission. Just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
So just as a quick recap for anybody that wasn't here last time, what happened is that we figured out, or we blew up Saren's base on Vermeer, and we found out that Saren wants to find the conduit on Ilos, another planet. The council said, hey, we're going to help you out. And we came back to the Citadel. They locked down the Normandy, and they said, we're going to take care of Ilos. You've done a great job. Thank you very much. Just sit tight and let us handle it from here. And so right now, our ship is sitting there, but we are locked out of its controls. Apparently, though, Anderson has a plan to change that so that we can get to Ilos and finish what we started.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody.
Man, this guy seems
You're
really
the
gullible.
only one who can stop him, Shepard.
Like,
So I'll do whatever it
Not
takes
gullible.
to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
credulous. Because he hasn't been, like, with us. I guess he's been reading our mission reports, probably. And he trusts Shepard. But mainly he was bought in from the moment that Shepard said he had a vision. Thank you.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before
Thanks for the
anyone
host, Bunny.
realizes what happened.
That is a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
Yeah, I don't like it. There's a bunch of cops there that might not be happy about it.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
Oh yeah, that for sure.
He won't just stand by while you use his computer.
Yeah,
Hopefully
that's
he
the
won't
play.
be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
That's
The
100% the play.
ambassador will not forgive this, Captain. You will be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
Break into his office for sure, dude. He's just one person, and he probably doesn't have a gun. And if this all works out when you're on trial, I'll vouch for you, or something. I'm a Spectre. I can do stuff. That's the plan.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The ambassador has made this personal.
Mm-hmm.
You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, that
I'll
is
take care of
exactly
the
what he
lockdown.
said.
You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Oh, I need to actually do it. All right. I thought they would just teleport me there and immediately kick off that part of the game. All right. Well, Citadel, I'll catch you later. Wards locations, CSEC. And away we go. Why was Liara crouched?
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle.
There was no raid. I
Major
talked him down.
Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
That's right, I talked him down. There was no raid. That's the mission that you get. Is that the one? No, that's not the mission. That's a regular mission anybody can get. But it's one with a very Paragon solution to it. I think Liara is like carrying like the very basic weapons from the beginning of the game, other than her pistol. What's this? Normandy hull inspect. Normandy thrusters. I mean, I guess, sure. What do you have to say about this, Rex?
A private docking bay. Wonder how much the Alliance had to shell out for this.
I don't know.
Seeing the wards stretching out before you really makes you appreciate the Citadel as a true wonder of Prothean engineering.
Maybe not Prothean, though. Maybe somebody else. I am a very reasonable Shepard. I've played Shepard many ways in many playthroughs in the past. For this one, I've decided to go with a very Paragon Shepard. Very, not 100% law-abiding, but
Stand by, shore party.
definitely a
You can
strong
tell-
moral compass on this one. But as you can see, he doesn't mind
Anderson?
a little bit of treason now and
What are
then.
you doing here? I didn't send...
Boom! This is a good animation right here.
Get us out of here, Joker.
Just a little look
Now.
between Joker and Shepard is well animated. Hell yeah. We're free. We can do whatever we want. We can go wherever we want. Except back to the Citadel. Yeah, my Shepard is a pretty nice guy. You know, he tries to do the right thing wherever he can. And that'll be put to the test in the rest of the Mass Effect trilogy. Because after this we are moving on to Mass Effect 2. We're going to import this playthrough into Mass Effect 2 and then onward into Mass Effect 3. So maybe his principles will be tested. We'll see. You might have to make some compromises here and there. We've done everything that we need to do. And there's nothing left to do but visit the Pangea Expanse. And off we go to Ilos. Well, Bunny, as you may remember... Bunny, so who's going to be the romance? As you recall, in the previous stream, Ashley made her move and she was rebuffed. In fact, I had to reload the game to make sure that I knocked her advances back. Part of my by-the-book Shepard is that he does not fraternize with people on his crew. It would represent a conflict of interest. What's he going to do when he has to write a performance review for Ashley Williams? And then Liara. I mean, Liara we've known for all of like 5 minutes. And what we know about Liara is that she's got some great biotics. And she has a willingness to kill her own mom. She didn't hesitate like a little bit even. And so I'm like, well, I don't know if I trust this person. I'm gonna wake up suspended from the ceiling, singularity'd in the middle of the night. Nah, I don't know. Bunny, I always hate it when I have to reload to get chicks. It's a tough life. It's a tough life. Especially if you're Space Jesus, like Shepard is. We're not gonna mess around with any of these planets. There's only 2 of them. Let's see if they have any interesting flavor text. There's some debris that was probably colonies. Alright, nothing too interesting. Ilos. Let's find out about Ilos. So Ilos was a green, beautiful world, and now something has happened. No one knows what, but it's a pretty grim place. The sky is the color of rust. Alright, let's hit it. I love how the wings or the thrusters of the Normandy fold. And I love these shots here where they put the Normandy like in perspective size-wise. It kind of bummed me out that in the lore of Mass Effect they spend so much time talking about like hard sci-fi space battles, right? And how these things would really work and how the ships.
Commander?
Yeah, we'll see.
We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Ooh, Presley.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
You don't even know anything other than they're
The
strange.
nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
Stop panicking.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
We're used to suicide missions, I think. Or we
Joker.
will become used to suicide
I
missions.
can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
You know it's going to be the A-team. Yeah, so they go to a lot of lengths. Well, let's just watch the cutscene and then we'll talk. Are those Prothean statues in the background? They don't look like it.
You two, keep moving. Inside, now.
Joker's so serious he took his hat off.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Got it. So as I was saying, they talk a lot about like realistic engagement distances for spaceships and the scale of the universe and all that shit. But then in the cutscenes, it gets abandoned pretty easily. The spaceships will be right next to each other when they're fighting. Get down. Let's put a singularity on all this. I don't know what's going on, but let's pull it all together. There's an armature over there. Let's give it a nice big push. There's 2 armatures. Oh shit. Well, we'll lift one. Oh, no, 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 no! Well, they both got lifted anyway. And let's get them both. Let's get that one warped right now. Try to take care of them quickly. There's some kind of box in my way which is preventing me from getting closer. Can we get... I don't think these guys will be affected by Singularity. No, they won't. We gotta duck back here. But a good push will do a lot of good. And Rex, you need to keep this up too. There we go. Nothing like immunity, man. Nothing like immunity. Oh, what? I messed it up. There we go. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't really need any of it. So there's some kind... Oh, there's another bad guy here. Who is it? Who's still here?
I think we're done here.
There's a grenade or something. Look at these statues here. Creepy looking. But yeah, in the cutscenes of space battles and stuff, everything is like right next to each other. And especially in subsequent games, not necessarily as much in Mass Effect 1. Sort of the Star Trek effect where You know, they'll describe a ship as being like 1,000,000 kilometers away, and then on the screen it'll be up close and personal. I mean, I guess they have magnification and stuff, but... No, I mean, sometimes they have, like, cutscenes where they have, like, 2 starships so close to each other that they're almost bumping into each other, practically. Get down. How dare you. How dare you come here by yourself? Bring a Colossus and then come back and talk to me. See ya. Are you a thing? No, you're not. Are there other things back here? No, there's nothing back here. Alright. I'm not sure where I'm going, but I'm just exploring and killing things. Until I find some buttons. Armature control? What is this? Is there an armature that I can hack? If so, where is it? I don't see it. Yeah, let's do that to all of them. You know, just like the crowd control is so fantastic in this game. So you see that I've been overheated here by one of their sappers, but I've got such heat efficiency right now that even that isn't enough to get me to overheat. That's why you get the best gear in the game. Let's see if we can't get you airborne. And you're done. So I did a thing with armatures, but I have no idea what it affected. Was it possible that I could have avoided those armatures that I fought? Maybe. Whatever, I don't have time for this. Maybe like if I'd run down here the other way, I could have shut them down from instead of fighting them, but I mean, we're equipped at this moment to fight them. We've got what we need. I assume if we had shown up here earlier in the game without the levels that we have and without possibly the in particular the master level biotic abilities, that would have been a problem. But with master throw and master lift, we can crowd control those guys very effectively. I think this is back where we started, is it not? Yeah, I gotta go this way. I think. No, that's not it. There's another way. That's the elevator that I need to go to. I think. Here? This looks promising. This might be it. I always wondered if these were like statues of Protheans or what. They're not, though. We know what Protheans look like now after Mass Effect 3, and they don't look like that. Then again, with the knowledge we have, is that the Protheans were not the first race out here, so these statues could have been of some race that came before the Protheans. See some bad guys on the scope there. Come on. Give me something to shoot. Here we go. Here we go. That's a lot of stuff to shoot. Let's get some of that. Let's just clear this mess out. This will bunch them up really nicely for a good group lift here. Shock trooper. How dare you. There we go. We are definitely way past the tipping point on the power curve of this game. You just stand out in the open and take on endgame enemies. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. We don't need any of it, really. But why not? There's an elevator here that I can take to get up there, but I don't know what's up there. Do I have to go up there? I think I can go there. Let's see where this elevator goes. Even ancient races installed elevator controls in their elevators. Jammed? What's jamming me? Need we come up here for just one crate? Avenger, and I guess we'll take the rest, whatever. Can I walk off the edge? I can't even walk off the edge. We have to go back on the elevator? Surely we didn't come up here for just one crate. I guess we came up here for just the one crate. I guess that's all there was here. And we're jammed again. But now that we have our guns out, we've got those combat sensors activated. And with the combat sensors we can neutralize the jamming. Ooh, that sounded bad. There's a lot of stuff here. And there's some weird noises happening. Let's... I don't even know if that guy's lifted or not, or...
Area secured.
Mm-hmm. We were down there earlier, I think. Okay. It's very interesting, this Ilos. A lot of abandoned skyscrapers. Very overgrown. I mean, Bunny, you were asking where's all this oxygen coming from. Clearly there is an ecosystem going on here. There is some kind of plant life everywhere. In the 50,000 years since the Prothean Empire.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
That animation did not belong with that speech. With that dialogue. Now, I remember there's something being special about this next fight. I don't remember what, though. I think there's armatures? Yeah, there's armature controls where I can, like... I can do this. Like, there's specific controls where I can bring armatures online to help me out. I guess. But we don't need that. First priority is to take down this prime. First and foremost. Can you die, please? Okay, what's this behind me over here? A destroyer? I'm scared of you. What am I shooting? There's actually some kind of collision box here. Can I do this? It actually pauses the game when I'm hacking. Well, that's very considerate. It actually does not pause the game while you're hacking in Mass Effect 2. Oh, I messed that up. Which can lead to some annoying scenarios. I messed it up. Come on, man. Now we have an armature on our side. Any other armatures want to help us out? Yeah, in Mass Effect 2, if you get shot during a hack, the hack fails and you're getting shot. Got some friendly armatures here. What's up, guys? How you doing? I guess you work for me now. Anything over here? Ooh, crate. No, that won't work. There we go. Are you guys cool? I hope you stay cool. I think I get to like up to 4 of them, but we don't have time for that right now. This is the central console. Yeah, lots of plants, as you say, Bunny. This is the central console. It's a miracle that anything works. Hey, can I go up, or what's the deal here? I guess I can't go here yet. Is there a different way I should go? Maybe I missed it. Let's see. Is there an entrance on the side here? Yep, looks like there's a ramp. Alright, let's see.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Thank you for stating the obvious.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
I get it. I got the cipher.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
That's right.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
That particular bit of dialogue always stuck with me. Cannot be stopped. And that is how it's gonna feel. In the not the next game, but Mass Effect 3. Now are you active? Yes, now you're active. I guess this is the elevator that we couldn't go down, but now we can go up. Everything's on like a weird 45-degree angle. Or not quite 45, but whatever. And this is where we came in. I think this is the way. Yep, there's the Mako. Is this door open now?
Who votes we take the vehicle into the creepy underground bunker?
Good idea. Firepower will come in handy.
Also, it's a really long drive, so I don't feel like walking it on foot.
I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Hey, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment. I just hope we have the opportunity to study this place in detail after this is done.
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong. This bunker became their tomb. The pods are dead, as well as anyone inside.
All of them? There must be hundreds of those pods. What was Saren expecting to find here? There's nothing left but corpses.
Critical mission failure. Oh, hey, there are guys here. I mean, there will be no more guys in a second, but... I mean, as hallways go, it doesn't get much cooler than this hallway. There's a crypt of dead Protheans trying to survive through cryogenic stasis. Oh, hello guys. See ya. And the music, man. It is appropriate. Got freaking tree roots. Some kind of energy field up here.
What is happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush.
I do not think Saren is behind this.
How do you know? Oh look, a storytelling device. Music, dude. Vigil.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
That was you?
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
So we talked in previous streams about the indoctrination theory. The theory that Shepard, over the course of 3 games, fighting the Reapers continuously, may have become indoctrinated himself, or herself, I guess, if you have a femshep. And then that could affect our reading of events at the end of the trilogy. And people who don't agree with that will point to this exchange that just happened. Will say, look man, Vigil scanned you and he didn't find any indoctrination on you. Kind of weird, right? And we've been hanging around Reaper stuff for a while.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon.
Oh shit.
When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
How far out in dark space? Because isn't the Milky Way like 100,000 light years in diameter or something like that? So how much further outside of the Milky Way are these Reapers hanging out? I'll ask them right away.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
That's not what I wanted to know, but okay.
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy.
Key point.
This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
Interesting, and potentially a relevant point in Mass Effect 2 and 3. They're way out there and need to save energy, because they are beyond the reach of any stars, so how could they possibly get energy? They'll only have whatever energy they bring with them, and that has to last 50,000 years between cycles, I guess.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers.
Frickin' Keepers, man.
The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology.
Theme.
Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
Yeah, we're gonna learn as much as we can. As a storytelling mechanism, it's a little bit clunky in that all this exposition is happening from one source at one moment. But it gives a lot of satisfaction to the player because at least you know what's going on. And it makes sense as a tool, as a mechanism to give this story. You got a Prothean, VI. It is the source, as you say, Bunny.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets.
Scary.
Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
So the theme of using technology that you don't understand comes back in Mass Effect 2. We'll talk about it then, I guess. I think day to day, we all use technology we don't understand. Like, I can't build a smartphone, right? But I use one every day.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
What do the Reapers get out of this?
Very good question.
Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend.
We haven't written that at this point.
In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
Yeah, but if I understand them, I might be able to stop them more easily. Come on, dude.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away.
Not all evidence.
Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought. The indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay. One that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
Ah.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared.
Man, that's grim. That's a movie premise.
We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
I guess you didn't put any solar panels on the surface. I guess maybe you're trying to stay really hidden.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
I mean, I can be indignant about it, but I just don't think so. I mean, it sounds necessary.
You couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
The Keepers?
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
So this particular point is very, very important. We'll remember this when we reach Mass Effect 3. The Keepers are under the control of the Citadel, and the Prothean scientists were able to disconnect them from that control so that when the Sovereign tried to activate it, the Keepers were like, whatever, we're not doing a thing.
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, Follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
The Geth?
Sovereign must have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis.
Maybe?
The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
They didn't evolve, they were manipulated by Prothean scientists.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the Conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the Conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Nope.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
Once again, how far in dark space are they?
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion. But once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
And it's kind of a coded message since you need the Prothean cipher to decrypt it. But then again, I guess an indoctrinated Prothean would have had something of the cipher anyway.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
There you go.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I mean, you're right. But also we've explored every single dialogue option, right?
It might know something useful.
I will provide whatever information I can. My data banks, however, are limited to information directly related to stopping the Reaper invasion.
No, we already asked all these questions. Time to go.
I've got the file. Come on.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Level up. Renegade +2. When was I a renegade? I guess we were just updating pistols, because there's not really much else that I want at this stage. Sure. Let's save there. I pressed all the buttons, Bunny. I did. It's already gone. Man, I really like this music.
All their culture, all their advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
I've got no intention of ending up like them.
I'm with you, Rex. Let's go. Avoid the tree roots. That's our greatest enemy. The roots of trees can stop us, but Geth cannot. Kind of neat. I wanted to get a good look before descending. Come on, Mako. Get it together. Mako upgrade decisions. Yeah, I mean, allegedly it was in the plan, Bunny. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have a skill maze for the Mako. But BioWare decided, hey, it's kind of neat, but nobody has time for this. We got higher priorities. And I have to say, I agree with how they spent their time and their limited resources. Upgrading the Mako could have been cool. Oh, hello, guys. Man, you guys need to upgrade your AI. Like, if they had developer time left over, they should have just worked on upgrading this AI. Really? That rarely happens. Come on, Colossus, come on. Let's go, buddy. You don't need to farm this guy for XP or anything. There isn't much game left in the game, I don't think. I know there's not much game left in the game. But also, there's not really much more that I want to unlock on the skill tree, so let's just push forward. There you are. I can tell where they are from the muzzle flare. Yeah, I might transition directly over into Mass Effect 2. I'm not sure. I mean, I definitely intend to play through Mass Effect 2. All the DLC. Including Arrival. Which... Arrival as a DLC is an okay DLC. It's good. I like it. But the thing with Arrival as a DLC is that it also, on the Insanity difficulty, has an optional objective, which is one of the most difficult optional objectives that I've encountered.
There, the conduit.
There it is.
It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't going to make it easy on us.
Yeah, Bunny, if you choose the wrong dialogue options, boom. Dead. Jesus, look at the size. I love these endgame cutscenes, they're so good.
Activate the defenses! Seal the station!
The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding.
Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council!
Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Saren's got a Geth gun. Oh shit, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. 40 seconds to reach the end. There's no sprint button on this thing. What happened to the music? What was that noise? Jeez Louise. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. By the way, there's nothing to do here except just dodge the big hits and press forward. And without the music, it's a bit of an underwhelming experience.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
R.I.P. Mako. So that sculpture had a purpose. Well done. Avina, what do you have to say about all this? There's a med kit. Do we need it? I don't think we need it, but whatever. Ooh. Husks. Okay. We know how to deal with husks.
Critical failures detected across all monitored
Singularity. Any more left? One of them got floated out into, Hello, Avina. This is maybe the one time in the game that I enjoy talking to you.
The Presidium is experiencing severe system malfunctions across the entire level. All non-emergency personnel must evacuate immediately.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7. Civilian casualties are high.
Jeez.
I am also detecting numerous unauthorized synthetic life forms throughout the station. They are believed to be hostile. Please approach with caution.
I mean, I know it's just a hologram, but the glitching is weird. It's weirding me out, man.
What happened to the council?
In accordance with standard emergency procedures, the council has been evacuated to the Destiny Ascension.
Should you be giving out this information, or is it just because I'm a Spectre?
What about Captain Anderson and Ambassador Udina? What happened to them?
I have no information on the status of specific individuals. Once the current crisis has been resolved, a complete accounting of casualties and survivors will begin.
No, I didn't mean to say that.
What about Captain Anderson and
I have no information
Where's Saren?
on the status of specific Spectre agent Saren Arturia. Once the current crisis has been resolved, of the council accounting of casualties and survivors will
I think that's a bug in the game.
A warrant has been issued for his arrest, though Citadel security is unable to respond at this time.
Civilian casualties are high. I mean, it is a weird way to say it, but I guess if it was Avina, I would be... If I was programming Avina, I would want to program Avina to minimize panic. Although, in the circumstance...
Come on. We need to stop Saren before it's too late.
Panic seems like at least one appropriate response. Well, let's head up there. There's nowhere else to go. One final elevator ride. No elevator music this time. Still angry. Man, he's taking this Keeper thing really personally. Oh yeah, by the way, the Citadel arms can close.
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station.
It'll turn it into a gigantic cocoon.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
Turian ships, looks like. Sovereign gives 0 shits. I love this shot. This sequence right here is so good. Music, everything. The composition.
Saren's locked the elevator. Suit up! We're going outside!
This is one of my favorite sequences in the entire game. This weird EVA sequence with the Citadel closed. It's borderline abstract. And you see in the distance Sovereign right there. I love this sequence right here. It's so good. This is a truly imaginative set of developers who came up with this. They did not have to do this. I mean, they made another corridor, but they made their corridor super interesting.
Let's take them out.
I can tank that, no problem. man. So overpowered. We will not have the benefit of immunity in the next game. Sadly. Oh, Krogan Warlord. There's no way you can resist that. Alright, do another one. Send them into space. Please, 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 please. Yeah, dude. And stay gone. Yeah, the thing with Mass Effect 1, Bunny, why it's difficult is that the game, it is a bit tough on Insanity. But then, like, once you figure out the solutions that are available to deal with Insanity difficulty, it's manageable. And, like, I'm not worried about this guy right here. I'm not even using immunity, I'm still okay.
Lost shields.
Here we go, now I'll use it. I can just, like, run forward here and tank, it's not a problem. And I've got, in case I do get myself into trouble, I mean, I've just got this super overpowered crowd control. I can buy myself time to deal with it. In Mass Effect 2, you don't have a lot of damage mitigation abilities. Nothing like the power of immunity. Like, let's just review, like, immunity a bit here. And also, let's lay down a save before we do. We'll do it there. So immunity gives me, where's that at? Fitness. Increases damage protection by 80%. And then I've got Shock Trooper over here with increases damage protection by another 10% and reduces the recharge time by 25%, so it can keep it up and running pretty much non-stop. And there's no comparable power, I think, as far as I know, in Mass Effect 2. Maybe like Tech Shield for the Sentinel is like the closest thing that you have. By the way, this is an infinite spawn corridor, I believe. Let's see. Like, if you stayed back here, would they just keep spawning? Yep, they keep spawning. I don't think it's actually infinite. I think there actually is a limit. But it keeps spawning destroyers here. We're not going to sit here and farm them. I think like 7 or 8 of them come before it stops spawning them. We're just going to keep moving. Ooh, Geth ship. Sorry for you guys, I got turrets. Was I supposed to, like, hack that or just press a button? This one I have to hack, but not the other one? Here, let's get a singularity going on over here. And let's get a lift going on there. And maybe a nice big push. Oh, my mouse is doing the thing where it's messed up. So we got 3 turrets here.
Lost shield.
Will you die, please? Actually, stop moving in order to recover some accuracy. Oh, more of you guys. Won't make a difference.
Shield.
Ah. Whatever. I don't have to finesse anything. I can brute force this. What's happening is that because I'm playing in windowed mode, my mouse is not always working properly in the pause screen. Can I push this guy into space? There's a destroyer. I need to be a bit careful here. guys can push that into space, right? Yeah, he's gone into space. Right? See you later, buddy. You need to be warped. And then pushed. Oh, more destroyers? A destroyer and a juggernaut. Well, let's get a lift on those guys. There we go. There we go. So yeah, in Mass Effect 2, we're not going to be able to just take the damage. We're going to have to figure out... Like, we have to be more clever than that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's shooting rockets at me? Where are these rockets? Oh, they're coming from turrets, I think. They seem to be missing me and hitting the wall, so I'm okay with that. I think I'm shooting at it. I can't tell because I'm not close enough to get a target, but that's where the rocket's coming from. So I assume that's the right position to shoot at, right? Seems reasonable. Let's get some more accuracy back and finish this thing off. Can you die, please? There we go. That's one down. Any more? There's one from over here. I can probably get closer. Probably get closer. I should focus on one, not try to alternate my fire. Oh, jeez, 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 jeez. Okay, guys. Liara, stand right there, and Rex, just stand right here. Don't try to fight anything. I'll do the fighting. Thank you. I'm crouched. Okay. Man, if you can just give me like a target on these things, that'd be cool. Rex, are you serious? How are you getting hit? Hey, turret, shoot me. Stop shooting Rex. Even without immunity, I'm just super tough because of the armor that I got on. A Geth heavy turret. When did they have time to put turrets down? Ooh. Immunity ran out at just the wrong time. What the? Oh, the force overwhelmed me? Wow, that's never happened before for me. Like, I was just tanking those hits, and I could tank the damage. But apparently I could not tank the force. That's interesting, I didn't know that could happen. I mean, technically it makes sense. I mean, I've been knocking over enemies with my weapons fire too, so it seems fair. Let's see if it can't get a bit closer here. Oh hey, Liara, please. Let's get like a push here or something. Or like a lift? I don't know, whatever. Just get these guys out of here. Alright, where's that last turret? It's over here. Oh, that hurt. You know, I think I could use some extra health, just in case. I'm riding a pretty thin line here. These rockets are really annoyingly consistent. Like, give me a gap or two, dude. Oh, there we go, finally. Alright, now, you guys feel free to rejoin me. I think there are only 4 turrets. Where are the rest of the bad guys? Here? Hey, I see you. I see you. I see you, buddy. Where is this guy? There you are. He was in a trench. Alright, where do I go? Here? This way? Follow the red Doritos. Alright. It cost us 3 Medigels, but we're doing it. I actually think there might have been an alternative path, but whatever. We took the fun way, the scenic route. And look, there's a little med box for us right here. We're back here. The spot where we were made a Spectre, where we first met Garrus, right there. Hey, buddy. I'm having a bit of a nostalgic moment here, so please don't interrupt. But if you insist on interrupting, you just hang out for a second. If you remember, at nearly the beginning of the game, when we first come here with Ashley and Kaidan, I'll use this. Ashley remarks how this would be a good defensive position for a battle. Who? Liara, did you just run in front of me? Get out of here. Liara, your job is not to get in front of me in tank form. Your job is to hit singularities like that. There we go, there we go. That's much better. So yeah, if you remember early on, Ashley remarked when we reached this position how defensible this position would be against an assault. But as you can see, it was not very defensible for those like 8 or so Geth. Man, this guy's so indoctrinated he's not bothering to wipe the spatters of rust or blood from his armor. Come on, dude, take a shower. It always weirded me out how, like, he has...
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Like, not only does he have, like, you know, machine parts grafted onto him, they change, like, his entire skeleton. He doesn't have, like, Turian bone structure anymore in, like, the rest of his body.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this.
Yeah, that's right.
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
He's been like that since the beginning of the game.
I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination.
We got through to him.
The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone.
He gave the Udina fist clench.
Completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
It would have been really great if the first time you see Saren, he's not quite so cybernetic as he appears right now. And in this sequence, he just has like more tubes and stuff coming out of him. Be a nice visual element to demonstrate the so-called implantation.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic, organic and machine, intertwined, a union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard.
That's very
the
true.
Evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
For those of you familiar with the endings in Mass Effect 3, Saren represents the green option. And we'll get to that later. Much later.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for...
He's being controlled.
The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
That's remarkably little facial expression.
Thank you.
Those speech checks saved us a little fight here. And gave us that really nice dramatic moment. One thing I love about this game is that the cutscenes genuinely feel like rewards for the player. They don't feel like interruptions. And that was a bit of a nice reward.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick! Open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
The Destiny Ascension.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
Who else would it be?
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Andurra sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
You'd sacrifice human lives to save the Council? What have they ever done for your kind?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
That's why you can't throw away reinforcements trying to save the Council. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
So I really agonized over... This is another one of those decisions where I agonized the first time that I played this game. And if I remember correctly, I ended up just saying, concentrate on Sovereign. I said, you know, get the mission accomplished. I love the back and forth between the two squad mates, giving me the alternative points of view. But in the end, I just can't resist the hero moment. Gotta save the Council.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension, no matter what the cost.
I hope the Council appreciates this.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
Destiny Ascension, you are all clear. Repeat, you are all clear.
The Citadel's opening. All ships move in. Concentrate on Sovereign.
Make sure he's dead.
He's dead.
Sovereign, and this station is mine.
That's so creepy, man. Fucking wearing Saren's face. Hit that first. Let's see if we can crowd control him. I have no idea. I don't remember. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Alright, shield break him. Give him another big push. Jesus, those shields are strong. Can we lift them? Can we warp them? Give me some. Grenades, yes. Everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're doing it. We're doing it, team. Can we singularity him? That I don't know, actually, if that would work. It seems unlikely. No, he can resist singularity. Not that it matters, but he can. Let's knock him off the wall. Come get it. Where'd he go? There he is. Let's get another lift on this guy. And another warp. Nope. On him, please. Here we go. Burn him down. Burn him down. Brutal, man. Brutal.
Sovereign's too strong. We have to pull back.
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
You got it. I'll deal with my monster, you deal with your monster. Oh, we're reset. Let's get a lift. Same play as before. Need to get through those shields. This is like the one time in the game where I've been interested in having phasic rounds, but we won't. Actually, let's shield break and do that, yeah. And another... Let's wait for him to hit the wall. Jump on the wall, jump on the wall. Perfect. Great time for a push. Where's the push? Man, I didn't get my push. Let's keep him warped and keep myself immunitied. He's on a wall again, which means that this will be effective. I mean, it works when he's on the ground, but I don't get quite as many seconds out of it. And now we got our lift back, so that'll buy us another good round of fire. I mean, this has got to be the highest HP enemy in the game, I would guess, right? I mean, apart from a Thresher Maw or something? I mean, maybe even more than a Thresher Maw, I don't know. Every time he hits the wall, he just sets himself up for a fall. Yeah, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Boom.
Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Go!
That sequence with the Normandy delivering the final blow, that's my favorite cutscene in the game.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
Hero shot.
Ambassador, Captain, Commander Shepard. We have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You saved not just our lives, but the lives of billions from Sovereign and the Reapers.
Commander Shepard, your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours, we can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Counselor, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
Like there's really a choice.
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
See you later, Bunny. Get you some good sleep, and we'll pick up Mass Effect 2 in the future. What's a real shame is that Udina does not have a black eye in this cutscene. That's a shame.
We've already got too many politicians on the Citadel. The captain would be perfect for this job.
I think it's an inspired choice. The Council would welcome him with open arms, should he accept.
I'm honored, Counselor. As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the Council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the Council.
Sovereign was only a vanguard. The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, we must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
So because I went Paragon, I get the blue lights in the background. Had I gone Renegade, I would get a bunch of red lights in the background. There it is. Enjoy the ending credit music. That's the stream. GG everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you next time.